everybody and happy September. We're going to start off this plan with me video with a flip through of the month of August and my Marvel's Avengers theme. As you can see, this month was insanely busy and the plan with me video for this month was actually only posted up last week. That's how busy I was. My bullet journal did get a little bit neglected this month. A lot of my monthly pages are just not filled out. My trackers and everything are blank. I did try some lettering challenges, as you see here, and a Rando Doodles challenge. These were both from Llama Loves Lettering, but the Doodles challenge I just had to stop. I did not have time for it. Midway through the month, I changed how I set up my weekly and my daily logs, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later on. But I did switch this week to a 2-week overview spread with a running to-do list, and I find that the system is really working for me. And now we're getting into the planning for the month of September. I was still extremely busy as I was filming this video, and I wanted to try out something that I had been sitting on for a little while, something that I've never really done before in my bullet journal. A couple months ago I got this beautiful washi tape. You'll see it in just a moment. It's from the Kawaii pen shop and I'll link it down below, and I got these complementing colors to go with it. And it was just this stunning pattern. There it is with the mountains and the cherry blossoms. And it's a very spring theme, but I really just want an excuse to use it. I've been sitting on it for quite a while and I felt like the perfect month because I didn't really have a lot of time to set this up. And I thought that washi tape would be the perfect excuse. And as you saw, I just laid the washi tape down in a variety of different layers and used my scissors just to create that curve for the circle. On the opposite page, I'm just creating a little bit of artwork. It is a cherry blossom tree branch and some flowers, and I got the inspiration for this from Christine Mylin and her April 2018 bullet journal setup video. I'm going to link it down below and please go check it out. She is such a stunning artist. Her work is so beautiful. I follow her on Instagram and I love seeing her posts all the time. Definitely go check her out. She is just amazing. The Tombows are in the shade 451 for the blue and 761 for the pink, and I was just so lucky that I had two colors that matched the washi tape so perfectly. My monthly spread has been one of the first things that I changed this month. Usually my calendar spreads across 2 pages with space to write in the boxes. However, I was finding, especially with my very busy month of August, if I had more than one event on a given day, I didn't have enough room on my calendar. So I switched it up this month. On the right hand side, I have a list format of all of the dates with space on either side to list out any events that I have going on. And I've left the small calendar on the left hand side because I do like to have a visual of the month in this format. I'll make little dots or marks on the calendar so I know if I have any events coming up on that day, and I can see in advance if it's going to be a busy day, and I'll have more information about the events in the list on the right hand side. These next 2 pages are where I usually have my budget and my spending log, but I decided to get rid of the spending log because I don't really use it anymore. It's not something that I've ever been extremely committed to. I've still got my budget page, it'll be on the opposite side, but I have this empty space. Something I've been wanting to do for a while is give myself some monthly goals, something to focus on and to work towards, especially now recently, seeing as that I haven't been going to my bullet journal quite as much and there are some things that I want to focus on. I have been feeling a little bit down on myself recently, and I think that having something to work towards for the month will give me that little bit of motivation. I have a little space at the end for, I call it life admin, so it's just things that I kind of need in my daily life. I like to keep track of, so things that are in my freezer and if I do any overtime in work. So this is my budget, pretty much the exact same setup as it is every single month. I have my sections for my income and the main expenses that I have every month, the ones that don't change. I have my grocery section, my savings section, and my wiggle room for anything else that I would like to buy throughout the month. So change number 3 in my bullet journal for the month of September is my sleep tracker and how I lay it out. Essentially, all of the elements that I'm tracking are staying the same, but I want to be able to look at my sleep percentage according to the app that I use to track my sleep patterns. I want to see how that looks across the month instead of just listing down the percentage, and I want to see how it fares against the amount of time that I sleep. So just on the left hand side I have the hours listed out, and on the right hand side I just have the percentages, and I'm still tracking everything else: my start time, my finish time, and if I took a nap that day. Down the bottom of the page is my mood tracker, and I like to keep these two together because I generally find that my mood depends on how well I've slept the night before, and it's just really interesting to see the correlations. So I've got AM and PM where I'll record how I feel in the morning time and in the evening time and see how that changes throughout the day. So instead of doing the one large habit tracker, which was becoming a little bit intimidating, especially when I was missing a couple days here and there, I've decided to break down my habit tracker into 6 mini calendars and focus on specific habits to track instead of just tracking everything like I was doing before. It did take a lot longer to set up, but I'm really looking forward to trying it out, seeing how it works in the month to come. By using my accent colors, it means I can track up to 2 things on each calendar, and I've selected a handful of habits that I really want to focus on this month. And of course, I've got my YouTube brain dump page so I can make up any lists that I need for the channel, for any videos I've got to edit or any ideas that I've got coming. And next up, I've got my gratitude log and my September memories pages, which are big contenders for me every month. They're 2 of my favorite pages to fill out throughout the month. I did make a spelling mistake, of course I did, and it was very easily fixed. Thankfully, I was able to hide it and pretend it never happened. Last month I took part in the Llama's Love Lettering Challenge, and I really enjoyed it. It was something really nice, a little bit creative, but not too time consuming. So I'm going to do another challenge again this month. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do yet. I'm still trying to decide, and I'm really excited to get started. The main reason that I love this system so much is that the second something stops working for me, I'm able to change it. My weeklies used to be on one page, and they worked so well up until I started to become very busy. I was able to fit everything on that one page, but now I realize I need more space. I've changed my weeklies to 2 pages, and it's great. I've still got my monthly calendar, I've got my work planning in the corner, I've got my to-do list down the bottom, and I've still got loads of space on every day to be able to list off any event, where it is, what time it's on, if I need to remember to bring anything, and I've also got the space to list out the main tasks that I want to get done for that day. If I need to be more detailed, I can turn the page, do some dailies, and it works so well for me. And that's it for the month of September. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little bell to get notified of when I post a video. Let me know your theme for this month in the comments below, and remember, you can always follow me on Instagram for more updates throughout the month into my bullet journal. I will see you all again very, very soon, and I hope you have an amazing month of September. Bye everybody!